After Effects can be a pretty scary program if you don't know what you're doing. So in this video, I'm going to show you some basic stuff to do what I did in this little intro with the muzzle flashes on this cardboard pistol I made. So first thing we need to do is let's build a prop. If you don't want to go through this extent though, you could just use your hand. Let's get into it. To build this prop, all I did though is I found a model online, just an image of what I wanted. You could print it off. I didn't have a printer, so I drew it by hand to get the general outline of what this is going to look like. Then I glued a bunch of cardboard together to make the object itself a little thicker. I used just normal white glue to glue it all together. After it was glued together, I drew on my outline of what I wanted, and then I just took a X-Acto knife, like a bigger blade one, and just started cutting through the cardboard until I got the shape cut out. And then I just took a Sharpie after that and I highlighted the outlines to make it look a little cooler. After you have your pistol made, we're gonna hop into the computer here and go into Adobe and put our clips together on there, and then select parts of the clip that we want to use for After Effects. Once you have your clip in Premiere, I'm taking this clip right here. It's just me messing around, boom. It's part of the video that you're watching now, so you've probably seen this already. So I'm gonna take this, right click it, and replace with After Effects. You're gonna load up After Effects. If your computer is kind of slow, go get a coffee. This might take a while. And here we are, we're in After Effects. We got our clip, as you can see here. It's me messing around, bang. Okay, so first thing first, find the spot in the video where your muzzle flash will take place. So for me, it's right, see how it's going up? So I want it right before it lifts up. That's where it's gonna happen. Now I'm gonna grab our files. So I got two muzzle flashes to choose from. I like this one better. Let's put it into our After Effects composite here. And then move it roughly in location. So then you're gonna right click blending mode and change it to screen. That's gonna get rid of the black and have it kind of flow nicely. Let's make it a bit bigger. I think that will look good. And then this is an important step. We gotta move it on the timeline here so that it's only 1 or 2 frames. I'm gonna go for 2 frames. I think that looks better. So it'll look like this. Bang. Pretty good, right? All right, so next we'll go new solid. Choose the color for your solid. I've already done this, so it's already kind of set for me. This is what I like. I'm gonna go for that. You can go a little more orange if you want, or a little more red, up to you. So load that in. Move it down a layer so that it's beneath that. Everything here works in stacks. And then we're gonna switch out this masking tool to ellipse and make an ellipse around the muzzle flash. I think that looks pretty good. We'll move it into position, something like that. I think that looks pretty decent. Now, on the solid layer, hit F on your keyboard to bring the feathering tool out. This is important to make it kind of turn into a glow instead of a solid. That looks pretty decent. And then we're going to go to mask opacity and then lower this down to around 25%. Looks decent. You can kind of play with it to get what you want. And now you can see there's kind of this glow effect coming from the muzzle flash. And that's exactly what we want here. And now we're going to drag this back again to make it into the muzzle flash itself, making it around 2 frames. And so now you see, bang, pretty convincing in my opinion. Now, if you want to go the next step, you can do the same masking with another solid layer and put it like on the knuckles of my hand or more stuff on the screen, just kind of the environment around to give you that kind of a glow effect. But you don't have to do that if you don't want to. It's up to you. But one thing I am going to do that's another optional is I'm going to add smoke to this to kind of add a little more layer to it. So back to my files, I have a smoke puff image that I'm going to bring into here. We want to put this on the top layer. Default it did that. Same thing again. Go blending mode, screen. Then we're going to move it to where the muzzle is. I want it to be a bit bigger. Around there looks good. Now this is the important thing too. We're not going to shrink it to match. We're actually going to drag it over because we want this to start with the muzzle flash. Gonna reposition it to match pretty good. The rest of it we don't care about. It can just do whatever. But you'll see now, play the sequence. My computer craps out. There you go. You got a little bit of smoke kind of hanging around there. So that looks pretty decent. I'm pretty happy with that. So now we're gonna go up to File, Save, and then we'll go to Export. Export to Adobe Premiere project. So we're good here. We can get rid of that, go back to Premiere, and you'll see that now it's got this red line here and it's a pink thing because this is our new thing that we just made. So when we hit play, you'll see, bang, it's all there. It all worked. So now the next step and the final step for this, just for this particular effect, it has nothing to do with After Effects anymore, is that we're gonna bring in a sound effect to really sell the whole thing. So here's our sound effect. I gotta make it quieter too because it is gonna be extremely loud. -20 should do. We're gonna scrub through here until we find the point where the muzzle flash happens. Right there. Bring it over. So now it should sound pretty good. Worked pretty good. This is just a simple, basic technique you can use to do a visual effect, something to kind of get your toes into using After Effects, because it can be a very intimidating program, but hopefully this will help you get a feel for the program so you can learn some things. I use this as well to make this quick little video.
$5 and Libby. $410. There are the 4 bids. The actual retail price is...
Was that too much?
Yeah.
Was mostly happy how that turned out. Some little things I would change. And to make this, all you need to do is just to find the files. You can just Google them, look for muzzle flash, something along those lines, the smoke effect if you want, and finding a good sound effect for the bang. It's all you need to do this. Pretty easy to find on Google. That's all I did to find it. Yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, hit the like and subscribe and all that stuff. And maybe watch this video. You should watch that. Yeah. Okay. Goodbye now. Goodbye. Square, the squeaky chair. You hear that? Yeah.